In efforts to sound super smart, many gym influencers or fitness influencers use real big jargon that leaves you confused. Let's make it simple. Here is a bicep curl. The bicep is the front of my arm. As I come up, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'll save you the time. I'm gonna try this time going to 15. That means I would have been doing 6, 7, 8, all the way to 15. Each one of those is called a repetition. You also hear it shorthand reps. Now that group of 15 reps is called a set. I commonly suggest doing between 10 and 15 repetitions for a total of 3 to 4 sets. Now, you'll also hear this term. It's called a superset. That means in between doing something like my bicep curl, I can train another muscle. So after this set of 15 repetitions is done, I'll come straight to my triceps. That's the back of my arm. I'll come down, 1, 2, 3. Again, each one of those is called a rep. I want to go to 15. After I've done 15 here, I'll take about a 60-second break before I do the full thing again. So I've done 1 here, 1 set there, take about 60 seconds, and then resume the next one. I really encourage you to use a timer though, because after a while, that 60 seconds can seem a lot faster than you realize, or you might get caught up strolling on your phone or perhaps talking to a friend. It's not that difficult, you guys. Let's go into something else as well. Over here, you have dumbbells. This is just a tool. At one point in time, we didn't have these tools. All we had were straight bars, real long bars, and perhaps even kettlebells. Check this out. I'll grab on this one and do the exact same thing I did over there. I'm coming up 1, 2, 3. As I said earlier, those are repetitions or reps. And yes, I'm doing as I did earlier, the front of my arm, biceps. Now, another superset, which is another exercise that can be done with that exercise, will be a kickback as an example. This is not favored among many people, but I've always utilized it and I loved it because it's a simple motion. With my arm pinned to my side, as I was here, I'm going to now fall forward into this position. I'm going to extend up to the top. Now I'm training the back of my arm. Ladies sometimes call that the bat wing, where it begins to lose that elasticity. So if you keep those triceps firm, full, it'll have less of that waving appearance. So just now, what I did was repetitions to 15, and then a superset to 15 also. I took about a 60-second break in between doing that. I was just training my biceps and my triceps. Now, me as a bodybuilder, I commonly do single body parts each day, or perhaps limited to just 2 body parts each day, because I want to really focus on size, symmetry, and proportion. But for you, trying to get your strength up, doing multiple body parts is perfectly fine. Here's an example of something else. We can now do our shoulders. We'll go back to this cable machine for that. With the appropriate weight, I'm going to now train my side deltoid. So from here, I'm going to come straight to the side and right back down. This is going to make sure the side of my shoulder always has a nice round curvature to it. So if I'm ever sleeveless, my arms are pretty well sculpted. This includes men and women, of course. Coming to the side there. Now, an excellent superset you can also do with this one would be, in between doing side shoulder raises, you can actually do a front shoulder raise, which means now I'm going to hold on to it and come straight to the front. I'm now training the front of my shoulder, your front deltoid. And of course, needless to say, for every one exercise I do for one arm, I'm going to do it for the opposing arm. After I've hit 15 repetitions of the front deltoid, I'll relax for about 60 seconds, because then I'm going to run the whole thing back again, which is side shoulder raise, coupled or supersetted with front shoulder raise. Just that quick, I've got multiple body parts trained. The cool thing about that is this: as I'm in motion, because I'm contracting those muscles, I'm burning calories. The resulting effect after I go home and recover, take in more protein, rest and stay hydrated, will be a bigger, stronger, fuller muscle, much harder and firmer. So I'm gonna burn calories in the gym, go home, recover that muscle, but now I'm carrying more muscle, which means I'm naturally burning more calories. It's an overall win-win. Also, while I'm doing this, I'm putting stress, proper stress on my bones. This helps to prevent things like osteoporosis, a really big factor for both men and women. Let's get into something else as well. The same thing I was doing there a second ago, I can do it with dumbbells. So if you have dumbbells at home, let's try using these 10s. I can do the same superset I did earlier, which means I'm going to come to my side for 15 repetitions, and then from there, immediately go to the front. This is also 15 repetitions. I'll rest and relax for 60 seconds. Then I'll do it again for 1 round, 2 round, 3 round, 4. There's so much more you can do. I just want to make sure that you feel comfortable with that simple terminology. I have a lot more of that stuff coming up for you. I am BigRonJones with practical advice for your real world goals.